Look what came in the mail today. It's a proof copy for Gary's Appendix 2. This is the Lulu copy, or the copy I ordered from Lulu, the proof copy. I think the trimming on this looked really nice. Kind of had some off and on issues with Lulu. This one had a little bit of a damage of a crease. I had two little issues, or two separate issues I ordered for proof copies. This one, yeah, just a little, but you'll have that even in Australia. So again, we'll go quickly through this. Table of contents, you'll see you get little arrows, need to move that over. Just little odds and ends that one doesn't see initially when you're, well, maybe I should see, but I didn't catch my first time through. So anyway, we've got Blink Dog. We've got Brigand. Yeah, for some reason I had some widows, so anyway, gotta take care of them widows. Buccaneer. Bugbear. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'll say Cecilia. Not to be confused with Cecilia from Carcass Crawler. Yeah, so looking at the group. So we got Brian Lewis. So Brian Lewis is one of the new artists. So Chema's been doing the covers. He's done this cover. He'll be doing the next cover. He used Perplexing Ruins. It's hard to enunciate for the first one. But Brian's kind of got the old. What's what I'm looking for? Maybe I shouldn't be announcing these things and making up words as I'm tired. But forget the artist name. Oh well. Anyway, very reminiscent of an old school artist whose name will come to me after I hit the stop. So anyway, so this is kind of an interesting, kind of perplexing situation. So I've got the great cats, and I've got several different ones, but now I'm looking at this, and there doesn't really appear to be any good, clear delineation. I probably need to put some boxes. I mean, the stat blocks is kind of a problem. So this doesn't really follow the same format, as this does, where you just have one creature on one page and the rest of it on, the text supporting it. This is a number of lions. So we don't just have a lion, a mountain lion, well, not just lions, but we also have panthers and saber-toothed tigers and tigers. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to revisit this and try and look at a way. I thought having the stats and boxes was too busy, but now looking back, I think I'm going to have to make an adjustment to that. So we'll see how that goes. Good old centaurs. A little bit of, so as you can see, little issues to address as I go through this, which is always why it's always good to get a proof copy. Onslaught 6. Brought him on board. He cheerfully volunteered to throw some articles my way. So anyway, we got a nice article about language tree and using languages in a simple, well, I'll say simple, but I think we'll say simple, easy way of dealing with languages in a way that makes having language kind of relevant. Because a lot of times, for these systems, you may be able to pick from 20 languages and use none of them. So this provides, based on families, in a way that a GM can kind of throw together quickly, a way to make language a bit more usable. So anyway, it's more art by Flexing Ruins. It's kind of interesting, I find, with Lulu, even though I do have a bleed on here, it never goes to the edge. Never goes to the edge. So anyway, that's one way to tell the difference between a Lulu print-on-demand book and a Mix'em. And the reason I'm using Lulu is Lulu has printers on different continents, and I can ship these fairly cheaply. In fact, I can ship this via Lulu, POD, a little bit cheaper than I can in the UK than I can in the US. Kind of, this is a fun article here with, see if I can get it, with Andrew Tyron. It's gamifying devotion. What does it mean to be a cleric? So we've got all sorts of fun little tables to roll to kind of generate a not necessarily an order, but basically some guidelines that a character, depending on their alignment or their direction, that they need to follow, and also the benefits and such. Perplexing Ruins, really nice art. So anyway, got that. So really for just a handful of tables, you can create a pretty flavorful set of guidelines. I don't say guidelines, maybe a little much, but parameters for characters. I think the way that would be not just burdensome to the players, but also provide good role playing opportunities. Flip the script. Yeah, this is kind of fun. Tired of gold pieces? Well, you know what? Why don't we just deal some script? And so Tim does a really good job going through this. He's got the degree. He teaches at university. He's very business-minded, and he provides a nice little view of ways of handling script. And also, if you think, this is kind of cool, I like it, but I'm just not sure if I can use it. Look what he's got for you. 16 hooks. Not 15 hooks, but 16 hooks. We got you covered. If you can't figure out something to do in your campaign with script with these 16 hooks, I don't know what to tell you. And Gary's guidance. Trevor, very thoughtful. Trevor does a real good job of kind of looking through the DMG and pontificate, we'll just say in a very nice way. He's a pontificator. And he goes through the example of an adventure that Gary had in the DMG and does a little, some fun analysis to see, what exactly, by this being placed in the text, it's there for a reason. Why would Gary have it? What lessons would have us to draw from that? And does a very nice job. Very, very pleased. I got a new. I shouldn't be talking while I'm tired. I need to go wake up or drink some caffeine. Got a new artist for the. What's I'm looking for? Not for art. Bert Draws stuff is his name, but stock art. That's the word. Stock art. And Sage Mages. Zach just came through, as he always does. Appreciate his help on the Kickstarter and for backer kit, but he also writes articles, great articles. And you want to do some fun stuff with sages? There you go. Brian Lewis also provides a classic dungeon scene. I wonder where this is coming from. Ooh, look. There's a hint. There we go. Gary's Appendix. So what will happen is I will make changes, and I will going to do. So normally what I would do is minor changes. I would just do them, and then I went and ordered another set of proof copies. But I'm kind of looking through some things I want to change. I've seen a few things with some headers I want to change, but I think more importantly, the situation here, not happy with this. Not happy with that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is make some changes, order another set of proof copies, and those should arrive in 2 weeks. And once those come back good, then I will may just go ahead and order the Mix'em then, or I may make the changes and just go ahead and order the proof copy for Mix'em at the same time. So I'm trying to, you got two different paths. You can run things, in serial, and then, because they stack, one delays another, or I can run them parallel, and the risk is duplicating mistakes. So, and Mix'em is expensive. So it's fairly, doing the POD option, Single issue is pretty cheap, not a big deal, but boy, you do not, for mix them, they're greater for larger runs. You do not want to be ordering a bunch of proof copies. It is expensive. So anyway, yeah, in fact, the hardback for The Fate of the Fly God, it was $107 for a single hardback copy. So, which is why I tried to get the proofs done with the paperback Lulu copies. So anyway, thanks for watching. Excited. I'm excited about getting this out. I'm excited about this Kickstarter. Kickstarter's done, getting this out to you in your hands. And we start working on issue 3. Thank you all.